Levine Cava, followed by Commissioner Diaz.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. As you all know, this is my first zoning hearing, and this is in my district. So I take tremendous concern for this decision. I think it speaks to the future of the district, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to speak to it and hope that my colleagues will give me the respect and deference on this matter. I know that there's been tremendous thoroughness, diligence, and civility in what have been very contested proceedings. The applicant and council naturally wish to develop this property to the maximum permissible. We also have residents represented and reflected in the tie vote at the Community Council. And while most may currently live in the same zoning as is being requested, as was observed, they object to the property getting the same zoning as they enjoy. Would this objection be related to denying others the same rights as was suggested by council, or might there be other reasons, other objectives for concern? And I think it's really important to take into consideration that this is the district with the majority of agriculture for our county. As has been noted, it's a balance between the interests of agriculture and development. I'm very proud that our agricultural manager, Charles LaPrade, is sitting in the audience. I don't think he came down just for this zoning hearing because, in fact, it's Farm Week. It's called Farm City Week. Thank you very much. And I hope that after this hearing, you'll all take the opportunity to go downstairs to the lobby and purchase fruits and vegetables from Robert. Robert is here. This is an annual event put on thanks to our agricultural manager and many other sponsors. And it speaks to the uniqueness and the special quality of agriculture in our county. So the challenge here is that the urban development boundary does not specifically provide for what happens inside the boundary. It only provides for what happens outside the boundary. And it's well understood by those in the district and those who have interests in agriculture that what happens inside the line leading up to the line is the critical consideration for the future of what happens outside the line. I have heard from hundreds of farmers, hundreds of residents, that the important question is how we get to that line and how we feather or how we create a buffer or transition zone to reduce the pressure on development outside the line. And this is a very unique situation. It's one that I would say is equally balanced on, if you look at the boundaries of the property, which is currently zoned for zero housing, and on two sides, it's bound by the half-acre lots, and on two sides, it's bound by agricultural land. Across the northern terminus into the UDB, of course, the next property south is also designated as AG in agriculture, as has been indicated. And so this is a unique opportunity for us to really put our money where our mouths are as far as the feathering or buffering or transition, as it's called. My interests here are not so much because of the special qualities that these current homeowners have enjoyed to walk their dogs or enjoy the fact that they have agricultural land across the street. This is not about personal benefit. This is about community benefit and about the importance of these agricultural lands. I recognize that there's a huge pressure for development in this area, and that's why policy about buffer zones and so on is so critical as we move forward. I also recognize that the CSAP reflected that concern in their tie vote, and they could have gone further to recommend alternatives, but instead they deferred the item to the board and downtown, causing these residents to have to take a day off from work to come down and speak to us. They could have suggested a lower density to create feathering, like EUS or EU1, but instead we must resolve this today. I would like to recommend that we uphold their decision to deny the application, but I would like to hear from my colleagues before I make a motion to that effect. Thank you.